In this video, we are going to do Unit 2, Places and Building, Writing Tasks 13 and 14. Let us review our lesson objectives. You can pause the video and read the objectives. In the previous videos, we've already learned prepositions to explain location, and we've also looked at maps to describe changes over time. And we also briefly looked at past tense verb forms. So today's focus is on past tense verb forms, active and passive to describe change. Past simple. You've learned past simple in your previous levels. You already know the two types of verbs, be verbs, verb to be, was and were for the past simple, and main verb or an action word, words that indicate an action. And in the past simple form, these verbs either take a D or an ED or IED. I've already explained this in my previous video. If the word ends with a Y and there's a consonant before the Y, then the word takes an IED. Yes? And there are irregular verb forms like come, came, eat, ate. Let's go to task 13. Grammar focus, past simple, active, and passive. So read the information about active and passive verbs or sentences 1 to 4 about the map active or passive. Okay, before we read the information, let's first look at the verbs in these sentences 1 to 4. Okay. Let me take my pen. Right. So look at number 1. The library was relocated. Yes, these are the verbs in this sentence, to the right of the founders building. Okay. They also built, this is the verb. The university created, that's a verb, yes, a new recreation area. The old gym and tennis courts were demolished. Okay. Look at sentence 1 and sentence 4. How many verbs do you see? There are 2 past tense verbs, yes? Whereas in sentence 2 and 3, you can see just 1 verb each. Now, read the information in the box. The university developed the campus during this period. Active. Why is it active? Because, let me take my pen again. The green, okay. This is active because you can see just 1 action word or the main verb. Yes, and it's in the past tense. You can see the ed here. Yeah, and this is in the active voice because the subject, the university, did the action. Yeah, the subject did the action. Yes, and the verb is a single word. Okay, let me take another color. Okay, new halls of residence were built. How many words, how many verbs do you see? 2 verbs, and this is in the passive. Yeah, why is it in the passive? The subject here, the subject of this sentence, did not do the action. Yeah, the halls of residence did not do the action. The university did the action. The university built the halls of residence. Okay, so the subject here did not do the action. Yeah. If you see, did not do the action. So the subject, new halls of residence, didn't do the action. And what's the action? Building. Yeah. But someone else did the action. The someone else is the university. So here, the verb consists of two words. There is the verb to be form, past simple form of verb to be, and the past participle. Okay. So go back to the task again and identify the active and the passive sentences here. This task is on Moodle. Okay, so you need to click the correct voice, active voice or passive voice on the task. Let's look at active and passive voice in detail. Okay. Active and passive sentences usually have similar meanings, but a different focus. So you can read the active sentence here. In the active sentence, the focus is on the subject who does the action. Yeah, my father drove the new car. In the passive sentence, the focus is on the object, the person, the thing receiving the action. Okay, so here you can see the object goes into the subject position in the passive sentence. Okay, and there are two verbs, a be verb and the past participle form of the main verb. In unit 1, I explained what is the past participle form, the third form of the verb, when I was explaining present passive. Yeah. Okay. And the subject now goes into the object position. Okay. Right. One more example for you. You can pause the video and read the sentences yourself. Let us briefly look at the past participle form of the main verb. I've already explained this to you in my previous videos, but let's review the past participle form once again. So you have the regular past verbs, like, liked, liked, that takes the ed or the d or the ed. So these are the regular past verbs, and this is the past participle form of the regular past verbs. Usually they are the same as the past tense verb forms. Okay, right. And you have the irregular past verbs like eat, ate, eaten, see, saw, seen, write, wrote, written. Usually the third form, the past participle form, changes. Even the past simple form changes and the past participle form changes. You can read the examples. Now you need to learn these by heart. Okay. Then you have some past tense verb forms that don't change, like put, cut, 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 hit, hit, hit. There are many more like that. So the past participle is the third form of the verb. I hope it's clear. Sometimes when we use the passive, we do not know who did the action, or it's not really important who did the action. Okay, then we do not use by, and we do not add who did the action. Okay, for example, my watch was made in Switzerland. Who made it? Not important. My car has been damaged. Okay, right. Go to task 14. Read the instruction. So what are you going to do in task 14? You're going to change these sentences from active to passive. So as you can see, all these sentences have one main verb. Yeah, okay. So let's look at number 1. An example has been done for you. Let's look at it. The university expanded the campus. I explained the word expanded earlier. Yeah, to increase in size, to get bigger. Yeah, okay, expanded. So now you need to take the object to the subject position. So we start with the campus, and then you look at the word. Is it singular or plural? If it's singular, you add was to make the verb agree with the subject. Yes. If it's a plural subject, then what do you write here? Where? And then you put the past participle form of the verb. Okay. Please log into your Moodle page and complete these 2 tasks. This is the end of the video. Thank you.